What's up, everybody? Will Knight here, back again with another PlusU production where you can light the fuse on content that you want to see. Here we go, another death battle. Cable versus Booster Gold. Y'all over here saying that I'm not giving Booster Gold due credit. Maybe that's because DC has always written him as a joke. Consistently. Every time he got serious, died. Every time he showed up with superpowers, made a fool. Consistently, the whole time. That's his whole character debut. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Don't blame me. Blame DC. Y'all get on. I don't even know who's written anything for Booster Gold. That's how bad he is. Now, that being said, some of y'all might be right, you know? He might have the tech. He might got the skills to pay the bills. I don't know. Cable, though, the man on a mission. Out here dang near killed almost everybody he's gone up against. I mean, he's taking L's, don't get me wrong, but hey, look, I'm just saying, if I gotta choose between the serious guy that comes from the future and is trying to murder people all the time and the guy from the future that was a janitor, stole some stuff and wanted to pretend to be a superhero when people didn't know who he was, I'm gonna choose the assassin. Just saying, it's kind of hard for me. It seems stacked. But, you know, hey, look, that's just me, you know? Death Battle might say some stuff that they don't always agree with what I think will go on. So, we'll see. We'll find out. That's y'all are wild, man. Booster Gold is the fan pick for today. Not my pick, but the fan pick. I'm going to go with that. So, let's see what they're talking about in this Death Battle. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the thing. Yeah.
Mankind has always looked to the past with regret for mistakes, and to the future for the chance to correct them. But what if the past and future could be visited at the same time?
I'd say buckle up, but where we're going, we don't need seatbelts. Wait, is that the right quote?
Cable, the time-traveling warrior mutant from Marvel.
And Booster Gold, the greatest DC Comics hero you've never heard of. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Our convoluted story begins with the supervillain, Mr. Sinister.
With a name like that, you'd just be disappointed if he wasn't a supervillain.
In an attempt to destroy another supervillain, Apocalypse, Sinister planned to create the ultimate mutant.
So he decided to, breed the X-Men Scott Summers and Jean Grey.
Okay, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
In a relationship.
Just one little problem. By the time Sinister was ready, Jean was kind of dead.
No problem for Mr. City. He just cloned Jean, got the new her in bed with Cyclops, and bam! Out popped Nathan Summers, Marvel's ultimate baby.
Of course, we're talking about comic books here, so Jean eventually came back to life. After dumping the clone, Scott and Jean decided to raise baby Nate together.
Oh, how nice. They love happy endings.
Until Nate was kidnapped by, ironically, Apocalypse. Apocalypse infected Nate with the techno-organic virus, a liquid metal that converts organic tissue into cold, unfeeling steel.
It's basically cyborg herpes. And just like the real thing, there was no
cyborg
cure,
herpes?
until a lady from the future showed up.
Long story short, Scott and Jean allowed Nate to be taken 2,000 years into the future in hopes of a cure. Unfortunately, there wasn't one.
Yeah,
because the future world was ruled by, of course, Apocalypse.
So now, poor Nate's got an incurable robot virus and is stranded in a post-apocalyptic apocalypse future. What a ripoff.
Well, it's not all bad. As the techno-organic virus took over Nathan's body, it enhanced his strength, speed, and endurance. Most notably, he gained a powerful metal arm and a cybernetic eye that can see in infrared, track objects 2 miles away, and fire lasers.
And if any part of his robo-self is damaged, he can just put it back together lickety-split.
He's more than just a cyborg, though. His training in the future turned him into an incredible hand-to-hand combatant and tactical genius.
And like any good 90s comic book hero, he often comes to fights packing some totally awesome heat. Machine guns, laser guns, a doohickey that can control dinosaurs? What more would you need? He became a gritty savior of the future, where everyone knew him by one name. Cable.
Unfortunately, despite being in the future, he was running out of time. The virus would eventually overtake his body and destroy him.
Good thing Cable's not just any mutant. He's an Omega level mutant, which means his power is ultra maximum level.
Thanks to his
Ultra
parentage,
maximum.
Cable possesses incredible telekinetic power. He can move
That from
objects
Strike
with his
Force?
mind, create force fields, disassemble complex technology, and even manipulate matter down to the atomic level.
He uses this TK power to keep the technovirus at bay.
Yeah.
He's constantly pushing the virus back 24/7. How does he do that in his sleep?
His telekinetic powers are so strong that he once stopped 247 enormous missiles.
That would be the
containing their
only thing that I
explosions,
think
and then
will
funneled
like
them out of
limit
the
him is the
atmosphere.
fact that he's always at a
Badass.
limited
He's
capacity.
also a telepath who can read and
'Cause what
control
is it,
minds on a
Strife?
planet-wide level.
Like a
He can
clone
even
of
shut
Cable
your
that didn't
brain
have the
off if he
virus
doesn't like
and is
you.
just
Wish I could do
insane.
that to Wiz.
Good luck with that. He's capable of ionizing the entire planet's atmosphere all by himself, and his psionic powers extend even further. He can physically displace his body through both time and space, allowing him to teleport and time travel.
It was those
Dang.
timey-wimey powers that let Cable visit the 20th century where he met the X-Men, joining their fight for a better future in our past.
And that's how he found alternate versions of himself, like a clone named Strife,
There
a
we go.
timeline where he was a she named Rachel, and another Nathan Gray who was called X-Man.
Yeah.
Wow, really breaking the bank on the name of that guy, huh?
Pretty gutsy to name himself after the entire franchise.
He was, is that Jesus?
It is. Oh my god.
Holy shit, be careful of what you say in front of mutant Jesus.
Well,
X-Man's potential is
yeah,
incredible,
X-Man
a
is-
showcase of the almighty power Cable could have.
Strife
if
was
not
crazy,
for the
though.
techno-organic virus.
So Cable said, screw this bullshit and straight up pulled the virus out of himself. What did he even grab onto?
Literally rearranging his DNA to do so, which is impossible. Across the 70 trillion cells in an average human body, there are over 200,000 pairs of DNA. But somehow, over the course of a day, Cable could comprehend and manipulate each and every one.
Yeah, that's why I said hardcore. Without that dumb virus taking him over, he's lifted a giant metal island into the sky, broke the Silver Surfer's board, and could even move planets.
To move the Earth out of its solar
Wait,
orbit by
really?
10%, Cable would have to generate.
Look, I know a little bit of
470
Cable, but like
zillion
I ain't know he
joules of
was.
energy, about 112 septillion tons of TNT.
That's 24 zeros, bitches! He's fast
Dang.
enough to fight the Silver Surfer and was tough enough to survive the Incredible Hulk.
But even with all this power, Cable knew he could never truly save the future. However, he did eventually find hope.
Yeah, like literally, it's a girl
Phil
named
Summers.
Hope.
Yeah.
After so much time alone, he had finally found a family to protect. Whether it be past,
make sure
present,
that
or
this thing-
future,
okay, yeah, I
Cable
think that's
will
all right.
always be fighting for a better tomorrow.
Remember it, Apocalypse. The name's
Cable. Man, I miss X-Men the animated series.
Booster Gold is a hero, an icon, a brand. He's a vigilante protecting the streets of Metropolis.
Alright,
and also
let's see,
the head
man.
of his own
Let's
PR
see.
company.
What y'all got
He's
for
a
me?
wink and a catchphrase. He's fame and fortune incarnate.
But the number one thing to know about Booster Gold, he's 100% full of shit.
Michael John Carter was your average star college football player
Yep.
from the 25th century.
His future in the future was bright until his mother caught a devastating illness they couldn't afford to treat.
Forced into a corner, Michael was caught betting on his own games in order to pay for the treatment.
Should have moved to future Canada.
While his mother did survive, Michael found himself in jail. After his time, he just managed to
I
land
didn't
a
know
job
Rip
as a
Hunter was his
security
son.
guard at the Metropolis
That's kinda
Space
cool.
Museum and stumbled upon the exhibit on 20th century superheroes.
Which inspired him to become a superhero too. Kind of. Actually, he stole all the hero tech he could, and turns out it was the real deal, including a goddamn time machine. Oh yeah, great idea. Let's just leave that shit lying around in the museum
Wow,
that
so-
hires ex-cons as security.
Alongside his own C-3PO bot,
Crazy.
Skates, Michael took a trip to the past. He used his knowledge of future events to profit off the stock market and form his own company, Gold Star Incorporated.
That's pretty clever of him. Clever like a fox. Because Michael J. Fox played the guy from Back to the Future, and he went back and Sports Almanac.
This PR firm and merchandising
Dang.
house would eventually introduce him as a self-made superhero celebrity, Gold Star.
Ah,
Except Ronald Reagan misheard the name as Booster Gold, and it stuck. Well, now he sounds like a trading card pack.
don't get the wrong idea. Michael didn't initially become a superhero for altruistic means. Even Superman, the most positive man alive, believed Booster Gold to be a huge dick.
Who could blame him? Booster didn't care about helping people. He just
Yeah.
wanted to make a fortune on problems he already knew would happen.
Yeah.
Almanac, remember?
Luckily, he wasn't all talk. His stolen technology was incredibly advanced.
Like his power suit, which, despite making him look like a huge tool, increases his strength, speed, and toughness to superhuman levels.
His main offensive gear includes energy gauntlets, both of which can fire unidirectional blasts known as booster shots. Really leaning into that brand synergy, huh?
And if
Hey,
an
man,
enemy
he's
is
got
getting
to
a
at this
little
point.
handsy,
He ain't got
can
nothing more
redirect
for him.
the gauntlet's energy through his suit, zapping the shit out of anything it touches. Or it can amp up his strength even more. He's just gotta be careful not to run out of fuel.
His goggles include heat vision, infrared, and X-ray, and his Legion flight ring allows him to, you know.
Fly.
But at the end of the day, Booster's still an ordinary guy. He's like if Iron Man were a dumb loser. He'd get his ass kicked on a
True.
daily basis if he didn't have his nifty force field built.
Potentially his most important tool of all. Booster's force field is an impenetrable wall of continual energy so dense that not even bacteria can pass through.
It can shrug off physical and energy attacks as well as weirder stuff like mind control.
From the
Okay.
likes of Maxwell
Alright,
Lord,
so
no less. A telepath
might be
powerful
able
enough to
to-
brainwash the entire planet.
Booster can even remove his force field and wrap it around something else to protect them or to crush them into nothingness, like my heart after 7th grade prom.
Perhaps this suit's most bizarre ability is his mass dispersion field. Instead of blocking attacks, this field absorbs matter and spits it back out. Obviously, if applied to a human being, the results would be...
Me at my 7th grade prom.
And
Alright,
while Booster
okay.
originally needed
Alright,
a time
okay.
machine to
Give
travel
you
to
some
the
stuff.
past, he has
I
since
do admit
integrated
he's got
neural circuitry
some
into
nice
his suit,
tools in the
allowing him to
tool
travel
chest.
the time stream at will, or just stop it entirely. He can even hang out with his past and future selves.
Booster managed to fight alongside the Justice League. There he met fellow D-lister Blue Beetle, kicking off the most wholesome
Dang, y'all
bromance
said
ever.
To be
D-lister.
fair, Booster wasn't just an empty charlatan. Sure, he used his future technology to pretend he had superpowers, but as time went on, his acts of heroism became real and often required sacrifice. Perhaps his friendship with Blue Beetle helped
Yeah.
mold him into the
I was about to say,
selfless
Blue
hero he
Beetle's
later
not-
became.
As much of a doofus as he can be,
Maybe a
he's also
C-lister.
kicked
He's
his
a low
fair
budget
share
guy,
of
man.
ass. He's managed to go toe-to-toe with heavy hitters like Doomsday and Maxima.
He's moved quick enough to dodge beams of light, even flying fast enough to keep up with Flash and tap into the Speed Force. You know, the extra-dimensional energy field that controls all kinetic energy in the multiverse.
And his force field is no joke. It took hits from gods like Trigon, and even withstood a blast that was breaking down the Earth at the subatomic level.
It doesn't make him invincible. His force field is powered by the same energy source as his gauntlets, so using too much of either will deplete the other.
He's also a huge showboat, and will take any opportunity he can to get rich quick. Like the time he and Blue Beetle stole Justice League funds to set up a casino on a tropical island, which turned out to be a lie. True
Man,
story.
and over here. Okay.
Booster's story is,
Ah,
if anything, the
alright.
journey to humility. After years of hero work, he was offered membership with the Justice League of America, and yet he turned it down, knowing the damage such a thing could do to history.
Instead, Booster chose to travel the time stream, repairing its cracks and saving the multiverse. His mom was pretty proud of him.
The
Oh.
important thing is that he chose a life he could not publicize. He'd be saving the world behind the scenes. It may not have been what he originally planned, but Booster Gold would ultimately become the greatest hero you've never heard of.
I am Booster Gold, the greatest hero you've never heard of. Till now.
Oh boy. He's.
All right, the combatants are set.
I will give you
Run the
this. He's
data
an
through all
interesting character
possibilities.
But first,
to
we're
like
gonna
mix
tell you
into
how you
stuff.
can
Not
boost
by
your
himself.
game in the
I
kitchen.
don't rock with him by himself. But
Home cooking matters now more than ever, and it's from a
With that kind of flexible,
which makes her
let's. All right, let's do it.
Hey,
Cable's still my pick. I
do
don't
you
care.
mind? You're
I'm
hogging
just
my
letting y'all know.
spotlight here. You look like an idiot. Oh, I get it. You want to take on the champ to boost your street cred, right? Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Well,
Nope.
if it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Pavement will be stained with your blood. What? Wait,
Yeah, Cable
Is
is
this guy
major aggressive.
serious? Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, so let's see how all this factors.
All right, douchebag. You want some of this? Let's see how far you fly. You hit like a girl.
Ooh.
Did you just punch me into next week? Or a million next weeks?
Okay, yeah, I give them props for that writing. That was kind of crazy.
I'm ending this farce.
Why do I feel they gonna give this to Booster? My pick's still Cable.
Oh, come on! I set this up while you were playing Roadkill. Funny how time travel works. Oh, hey! I can do that too! In fact, it's kind of my thing. So, here's an army of me's from every second we've fought so far.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. Definitely think Booster would have overpowered him there. I'm giving him his shine.
Turn those shields off! Oh, no! A voice in my head must remove force field! No! Finally, your time just ran out.
No.
Oh, wait. Did you think you made me turn my force field off? No, it's too strong for that. I gave it to you. I'll see you in hell, you goddamn golden asshole.
Ah, boy.
Boost terrific. KO.
No! Seriously?
I know it seems ridiculous, but
Seriously? How did that golden dingus beat mutant Jesus?
well, it sounds crazy at first, but Booster Gold actually had everything he needed to take Cable out.
Cable's powers were way more versatile and deadly than Booster's, and his lifetime of experience in the trenches made him the more well-rounded soldier overall.
But Booster had plenty of deadly weaponry in his own right, though his saving grace was that force field,
Sure, that thing survived some
Sure.
crazy stuff.
including every single thing in Cable's arsenal. For example, Cable's telekinesis could move a planet and rearrange cells, right? Well, Booster's force field survived planetary destruction at the subatomic level, similar
Okay.
to a nuclear bomb, but on a massive scale worth about 14 tenatons of TNT, over 100,000 times greater than Cable's power output.
That's 40 fucking zeros, bitches! Holy mutant Jesus! And
Uh-huh.
remember, his gloves use the same energy as the shield, so that means Booster is packing some serious heat.
Even in Cable's fight with the Silver Surfer, while he managed to keep up for a short while, once the Surfer got serious, the fight was over pretty quick.
Meanwhile, Boosty's over here
All
in
right,
insane
okay.
league of speedsters like Flash. And I know what you're thinking. What about Cable's mind control powers? Well,
No.
Boosty's shield protected him from Maxwell Lord.
Whose mental powers, like Cable's, could also span an entire planet.
Yeah, Cable looked a lot better on paper, but he just didn't have a surefire way to put Booster down for good. And Booster had exactly what he needed to nab a victory.
This is one
Sure.
of the awkward things about comparing heroes from different franchises. Cable may be a gritty badass and Booster may be a silly goofball, but those distinctions mostly matter in their own worlds. In Death Battle, we have to compare them directly, and sometimes that means a hero no one's ever heard of wins.
Booster
Sure.
didn't just
Nah,
win,
nah, I
he
can-
took home the gold.
Can understand
Booster Gold.
that one. Like in terms of matching up their arsenal.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle.
I don't know about their constitutions.
By clicking the link down below.
And if you want to watch more stuff, check the boxes right over there.
Kakashi and Obi-Wan?
Hello there.
Kakashi gone. Kakashi, hey, look. I can be as cool as you want. Kakashi got way too much in his art. Alright, so before we get too carried away, interesting death battle. I can concede that the arsenal that Booster had was, was too much for what Cable had going on. I would still put Cable on in that fight. These two were to meet. Like, I think Death Battle looks at things a little too logistically sometimes. I think you can get the logistics to a degree, but there's also a degree of like personality and stuff like that. Originally, when Death Battle was coming out, it was all about like their arsenals and stuff like that and how they use them and how they could be used, and that made it more understandable. When you start adding in personality and stuff like that, I'm just like, well, would Booster get that far with Cable? I don't know. But I can understand based off of the stuff they had. I'd still put money on Cable to this day. But I understand this one. I get it. It's not like I have anything. It's not like the Gray and Esda one where I'm just like, you can't kill Gray with ice. That's literally the only thing that I would have a major problem with. Everything else, it was just like we could go back and forth, but killing Gray with ice, that's just no. But Obi-Wan and Kakashi, there you go. So y'all can light it up in the chat. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, well, in the extended universe this, and you've only seen the live action. Look, end of the day, I think Kakashi got it, but that's we'll find out. May 3rd, so like two weeks, something like that. Yeah, in about 2 weeks. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know who your pick is for the Obi-Wan versus Kakashi fight. That being said, I'm gonna get up on out of here, but before I do, yo, Megan, do the thing.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends.
Thanks, Megan. Alright, guys, I'm Will Knight. Be brave, be bold, be you, and hopefully I will be in your future. Later.